We're joined now by WSOP bracelet winner and one of the most recognisable people in the poker world. Despite being primarily a high-stakes cash game player, he has 3.6 million in live tournament earnings. He's also the lesser half of poker's premier super couple. Phil LAAK, welcome to the Chip Race.
Thank you very much. And not to diminish my own accomplishments, I want to clarify that even though it says 3.6 million won, I wonder how many millions I spent to get that 3.6 million. Like, it's not like, and I don't know the answer. I don't know if I'm ROI plus or minus. I have spent probably, if I'm plus, it's got to be like less than $1 million. I mean, I spent a lot of, it's probably like a 200,000. It might be minus. I don't know. I've done so much. I'm not the best accountant. I could figure that out. I actually could easily figure that out because I have all my tax records, like with the plus and minus. But I get, those kind of things make me anxious looking at I recorded, in fact, I've recorded all of my gambling sessions since like 1999 when I actually started gambling. But now this is the first reveal, okay? This is a fact. I'm not making this up, but and I wonder how this is possible. But I've collected all this data, and maybe it's some Freudian, weird, dark thing, but I don't look at it. I don't want to look at it. I have no urge to look at it. I know it would be relatively easy to look at it. I collect the data and then I don't analyze it. I'm the weirdest. What a waste of time. I've actually thought how much time, because at the end of every session, okay, that was 7 hours. We were at the Encore. We played, 10, 20 PLO. I record it, and it's scores. It's not on like Poker Journal or Poker Income. I kind of am afraid to switch over to that because if you switch into that format, it's very easy to read. It's like shoots at you. It stares you in the face. So I just collect it on old Excel sheets and whatever. I just store it in slightly hard to, I would have to peel the information off and put on I want to have the information, but I don't want to know what it says. It's like the weirdest thing. So I might be the only gambler, because I know plenty of gamblers that are successful and not successful that don't keep records or keep records. But all the guys that keep records, they know. There's no one keeps, I think I found the only case that keeps the records that doesn't know,
I hope it doesn't end up being a sort of Howard Hughes keeping your pee in jars.
Oh my God, that's insane. I watched a documentary on that guy. I'm like, wow, how can anyone be that successful and that paranoid about everything,
Well, anyway, it's obviously already clear from this interview, but you have what Irish people would describe as the gift of the gab. I know you were born in Dublin.
I kissed the rock.
And you kissed the rock, okay.
Yeah,
I know you left Dublin when you were very young.
4.
And I just wondered, do you have any memories of that time? And were your parents Irish?
My mom's straight Irish, and the thing that I think most fondly about was I thought that in my memory, thatched houses, that's just, when we visited grandma, that old part. But like, I visited back, after I finished college, and I was stunned how hardcore beautiful so much of Ireland still is. There are people that are like, yeah, we're doing the thatched roof again this year. They never and I love that because those old countrysides and stuff, it's the warmest feeling in the world, those stone like little separation walls and like the thatch roofs and stuff. And then of course you're an older person, you read about it and you read, it's like, it's not, you just call McBuilder and make a thatched roof. There's like a whole process to it and stuff. But we used to travel to Europe a lot more, Jennifer and I, back when it seemed like everything was exploding everywhere, and went to a couple Irish festivals and stuff. But it's really kind of, yes, I love degenning it up, but it's like, the flights, the whole travel, and then you're away from your little cozy place. Like, we love going to Aussie Millions. We went this year, but we missed 5 years in a row. It's a lot to ask a degenerate to just be moving your body, and then you're in a place, no matter how cozy you make the away from home place, it's never, like you're in Vegas, you can have a nice apartment, but you still want to like wake up, go to your toothbrush, which is in your little toothbrush handler thing, and the whole ritual of coffee in your kitchen, stripping that stuff away. You can't even put a price tag on like the little morning ritual you have in your own house. That's so valuable. And the snack things, that's what I love about not being on the road, is the snack accessibility. I am a good snack maker. Like I make banana waffles on Sunday. I know how to make quick snacks. And the fridge you open up, it's like, I actually have, I'll tell you another reveal. a long time ago, I've always felt like, yeah, between 2 and 6 in the morning, that's snack time where the world shuts down. And I was at it was a backgammon tournament, like 1908 or something, in some hotel in the middle of the States. I probably shouldn't say this, but like I was like, it was a very low security kind of Midwest hotel that had a kitchen, but the kitchen stopped at, 10 and it started up at 7. And I thought, I should crack this food thing and I should just see if I could hack the kitchen somehow. And so I snuck into the kitchen at like 2 in the morning and I went, wow, pay dirt. Like there were all sorts of stuff was locked down, but like the little treats thing, like the muffins and the like juices, and there were little areas that were like accessible. And I remember not knowing how criminal I felt, but knowing that I shouldn't get caught. And I remember thinking, and I snuck some brownies up and some cupcakes up to the room, but still having access. That's one thing that I don't like about the travel stuff, is I like to have access between midnight and 6, even though I shouldn't be eating then. As you can tell, I'm sitting in such a way to hide my midgut, but like I like having that. And your house is the number one place where you have that. You don't have to worry about security. Who was it? Who was the famous female comedian who passed away in the last 7 years?
Joan Rivers?
Joan Rivers, yep. She told a story where they actually got caught. Her and her daughter and one of their friends was in a hotel. And this wasn't in 1908, it was probably like 19 whatever. It was more current, and they got caught. And Joan went on the attack, and she was like, no, and anyways, it all got handled and amicably and stuff, but there was a little bit of kerfluffling because security didn't want anyone down there, even if it was Joan Rivers, But yeah, I didn't get caught, so I didn't have to deal with any. That was just one time. I don't break into like restaurants and hotels. It was just a one-time thing. It was like 1908 when security, horse and buggies, where it was no big deal.
Yeah. Welcome to Chip Race Confessions with Phil LAAK.
Yeah, I read something that says, well, the way to bond with people is to share something that they don't know about you that's slightly embarrassing. That way, in relationships, and I'm like, well, it's kind of easy for me to do anyways, but a little harder on the camera because it's preserved for life. And yeah, he breaks into hotels. It's like, we got proof right here. It's like whatever.